Catherine's secret weapon is truly impressive. It's how Harry and Meghan were confronted by Uncle Gary for their constant lies. He spoke out for her and revealed the truth about their questionable behavior. Hello, friends, welcome to the King YouTube channel. The news that Catherine, the Duchess of Cambridge's Uncle Gary Goldsmith, had signed up for Celebrity Big Brother last week was quickly followed by reports that he received a stern warning from his elder sister, Carol. Can you blame Carol for being concerned about her unpredictable younger brother having a platform, especially on prime time? I'm actually a fan of Gary's, but he can be unpredictable. Uncle Gary is a bit of a wild card. He even owns a villa in Ibiza, known as Maison de Bang Bang. And it didn't take long before he started causing a stir. Right after Uncle Gary entered the Big Brother house, the ITV show's 3.2 million viewers were treated to his opinions on Harry and Meghan. He suggested that Harry and Meghan should be stripped of their royal titles after they threw their family under the bus. That their Oprah interview, Netflix series, and Harry's memoir. Cheers erupted across the country at his comments. Honestly, the royal family couldn't help but smile at that because the truth isn't a liability. I think Gary is actually a secret PR weapon for the royal family in this media war between Harry and Meghan and William and Catherine, while the royal family follows strict protocol and sticks to the Queen's mantra of never complain, never explain. Gary speaks out and gives voice to their sentiments. But Uncle Gary isn't a member of the royal family, so he's free to express his thoughts as he pleases. If Gary wants to share his opinions on Meghan Markle, nothing stops him. Catherine, William, and Harry were a great team. Then Meghan Markle came in and introduced a new dynamic, creating unnecessary drama and rewriting history by claiming they were unhappy with her, which Gary finds unfair. Gary insists that alongside William, Catherine was actually the #1 royal, not Meghan. He believes Meghan has changed the royal family forever and for the better. Gary doesn't hesitate to discuss his niece's health issues, stating that she's receiving top-notch care and the family is supporting her every step of the way. He reassures everyone that she's amazing and will bounce back soon. Royalists like me appreciated hearing this message, especially since the palace isn't being transparent about Catherine's current situation. It's reassuring to know that she's recuperating and will be back to her usual self soon. It makes me wonder if, far from scolding him, Gary's sister Carol actually encouraged him to share his opinions about Harry and Meghan. After all, it was Catherine, the Duchess of Cambridge, who was mentioned as one of the royal family members who allegedly made hurtful comments about Archie's skin color before he was born. While we know it didn't come directly from Harry and Meghan, but rather from Omi Kobe's book, the source is clear. Gary's intervention couldn't have come at a better time. With King Charles battling cancer, Queen Camilla taking a well-deserved break, the Duchess of Cambridge still recovering, and William reducing his workload, there's a void to be filled. The news cycle abhors a vacuum, and it seems Uncle Gary is stepping in to fill it. The wealthy businessman sold his recruitment firm for £17 million back in 2005. He made quite the entrance into the Big Brother house, sporting statement glasses, a double-breasted jacket, and a cream polo neck sweater stretched over his robust belly. While he may not be a palace spin doctor, he introduced himself on the show as the uncle to the future queen of our country. Gary has expressed his admiration for Catherine, describing her as simply perfect. He also mentioned his desire to set the record straight about his bad boy reputation. The Middleton family has had quite the drama in recent years. It's worth noting that Gary faced consequences in 2017 when he admitted to punching his wife during an argument, resulting in a fine and a community order. However, the responsibility of speaking the truth about Harry and Meghan's treatment of the Wales family has fallen on Gary's shoulders. Perhaps Uncle Gary will be voted off the Big Brother house this week, especially since Sharon Osbourne has put him in the danger zone. But even if that happens, he'll likely be content knowing he spoke up for his beloved niece and the millions who support her and wish her a speedy recovery. Bravo, Gary. Even Meghan Markle's own family and friends who've been estranged have nothing positive to say about her. They can't all be wrong. Gary is correct in pointing out that Harry has only worsened his situation by publicly criticizing his family. He should have resolved his issues with them privately. Catherine is poised to be a queen in waiting. She exudes class, personality, and dignity that any country would be proud of. On the other hand, Meghan's behavior is less than commendable. Meghan's behavior is less than commendable. She has been criticized by many for her actions and decisions, leading to strained relationships with her own family and friends. In contrast, Catherine embodies the qualities of a true queen in waiting. Her grace, charm, and dignity are admired by people worldwide. She carries herself with poise and elegance, setting a shining example for others to follow. Ultimately, Gary's outspokenness on these matters highlights the complexities and tensions within the royal family and beyond. His willingness to speak up for his niece and share his perspective adds another layer to the ongoing narrative surrounding Harry and Meghan's departure from the royal fold. In an update on the Princess of Wales' health, a return date was set, but disturbing details have emerged, adding more mystery to her condition. It hasn't been an easy week for the staff tasked with supporting Prince William and Catherine, the Prince and Princess of Wales. They've essentially disappeared behind the security cordon of Windsor Great Park. The princess continues to recover from planned abdominal surgery, with Prince William taking on the role of her caregiver. However, their peaceful recovery has been disrupted by the presence of numerous people in suits. Unfortunately, on Tuesday, Kensington Palace once again failed to confirm if Catherine would be returning to work by June. However, the Ministry of Defense website announced that Catherine, in her role as Colonel of the Irish Guards, would be conducting the official inspection of the regimental troops on June 8th as part of Trooping the Color. Tickets for the event were put on sale, starting at just £5. Naturally, the internet was abuzz with excitement over this news. A definitive date had finally been set for Catherine to return to work. The prospect of seeing the 42-year-old princess in a beautiful dress, adorned with a lovely hat and stunning jewelry, was welcome news. But then Kensington Palace entered the picture and things took a turn. Hours after the Ministry of Defense website went live and tickets went on sale, it became evident that the Ministry of Defense had acted too hastily, putting the palace in an awkward position. They were forced to comment on whether Catherine would indeed be attending the event. The palace's response was rather vague. They refused to confirm whether Catherine would be healthy enough to participate in the event on June 8th. According to sources who spoke with the Times, an official announcement regarding Catherine's participation would only be made when a final decision is reached. It's unsurprising that many people find it unsettling that the palace couldn't or wouldn't confirm Catherine's attendance at the event. It's been 7 weeks since the princess's surgery and 5 weeks since she left the hospital. If trooping ends up being Catherine's first post-surgery engagement, it means it's happening a full 2 months after her original slated return to work date. Back in January, the palace had stated that she would be off until after Easter. Perhaps the palace is just being cautious. Maybe the Princess of Wales will be back next month as originally planned. However, the prolonged uncertainty may raise concerns for some. Honestly, I don't envy anyone working for Crown Incorporated. It's hard to comprehend how they've managed to hold onto the throne for so long. Is it just luck? With all the recent mess happening, it's clear that things aren't going smoothly. Last week's incident with William added to the chaos. He was supposed to give a reading at his godfather's memorial service, but with less than an hour to spare, he canceled, citing a mysterious personal matter. This caused a frenzy on social media, with people jumping to all sorts of conclusions, fearing something ominous was unfolding. Nowadays, people aren't placing much trust in Kensington Palace. There's a lot of suspicion that they're covering up something significant. Even the paparazzi photo of Catherine being driven by her mother, Carol Middleton, didn't do much to quell people's concerns. Instead, it sparked a new wave of conspiracy theories, including wild claims that Catherine was actually her sister, Pippa, or even a body double or wax figure. Now, let's address a little side note here. The royal family has access to the British military, all branches of the Secret Service. They're known for making appearances at Pinewood Studios, sometimes posing with the occasional Wookiee. If the House of Windsor truly wanted to deceive the public and pull off a grand hoax, they would have executed it much more effectively. So, with all these mishaps, the personal matter, the website issues, the photo of Catherine, we might chalk it up to human error or coincidence. However, regardless of the cause, it's not instilling confidence in the people of the UK. Right now, it seems like Kensington Palace has lost control of the narrative surrounding Catherine's absence and things are in disarray. There's even speculation that Catherine may need more time off due to illness, which would only worsen the situation. It's truly a disaster. But amidst all this chaos, I sincerely hope that Catherine's recovery hasn't been affected and that she's not experiencing any undue stress. She deserves this time for herself and her privacy. What are your thoughts on this issue? Feel free to share in the comments below. If you found our video helpful today, don't hesitate to like and share it with others who might benefit. And please consider subscribing to the King YouTube channel for future updates. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, and I'll be back tomorrow to catch up with you all.